Hi, we're the K3, and this is our weekly watch list where we watch as many K-dramas as we possibly can in a given week and come back and report to you what we're liking, loving, and dropping. Okay, it's been 2 weeks. I'm eternally grateful for the holiday that happened, the Chuseok holiday, because a few of our shows actually got preempted, and I was able to catch up on a few of them. But holy cow.
I wish that had helped me, but anyway.
And we saw a movie.
So we've got all sorts of things to get to today. So let's just get started with Monday, Tuesday. Okay. Karen, I want to hear your song. Where are we? Are we back to Cracktastic? Are we down to dropping? What's happening?
Not gonna drop. Ooh. Still oddly intrigued by the show, and I just want to try to figure out why. So part of it is my own. Like, what is
Let's dive in.
It's not Cracktastic, but I still really like it, and I still anticipate it every week. So
where are we?
I wrote down in my notes, this is such a throwback show.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And even though, I mean, we've been watching steadily for, 3 to 4 years collectively, but I feel like 1 year in Korean television drama producing is equivalent to 5 years in any other country's drama producing, because we've even seen shows evolve during that time thematically, and but this is just a trope-tastic show. And if anyone else out there agrees with me, I did come up with a trope tracker. If you would like to hear the stats for the past 2 weeks.
Let's hear some trope tracking.
So this is why I think it's a throwback show, and this could be part of my draw to it.
Karen is our one watcher of anything pre-2012.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not afraid of an older drama. I'm not. So
Jenn avoids them like the plague. Okay, what do we got?
So over the past 2 weeks, so wrist grabs.
Yes,
right.
Still? Really?
10. But about 50% of them I watched were gentle wrist grabs. It was kind of like the loving, like, come over here. It wasn't like the yank and pull wrist grab. However, there were...
That's a lot.
I came up with the term hug grabs. That's when a guy takes a hug from a woman who may or may not necessarily want it. And there were a couple of those, and I was just like, really? Really, Conductor Nam? Okay, whatever. And there were some shoves up against the wall.
What?
2. Now, one of them was a guy to a guy, threatening a guy. Okay. The other was a guy to a female, but it was our smiling bad guy, another trope. Like the evil, like the smiling.
Who was our bad guy?
Well, here's the thing. You asked where the story was. Yeah. So the one person who knows exactly what happened that one night a year ago when the young pianist was murdered, we all know he was murdered, he's dead now.
Wait, what?
He's dead. The one guy who knew.
So
that was a truck driver who spent the year in jail because he fabricated a hit and run because they wanted to cover up the fact that it was a murder, right? Could you see how I love this show? I mean, sort of.
No. Okay, maybe sort of. Maybe sort of, Karen. Maybe. All right. Okay.
I'm like, what is happening? Isn't this 2019? But I don't know.
All
yes,
right. So where are we now?
Yeah.
Where are we heading into? Because I feel like we're heading into oh no, we're only at 24. You still got a good chunk of. You got almost.
We still have. Yeah, we still have
3
some
weeks
time.
left.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I feel like anybody is a possible suspect as to who actually killed. And now, of course, the guy who knew, who wasn't telling anyone because he was trying to blackmail everyone to get money from everybody. So,
and he's dead.
He's dead.
And what about our star-crossed lovers? I'm not really sure what to call them, except it was just a vastly inappropriate relationship.
This show is exactly as advertised. It is a rom-com and mystery. And so they go back and forth again between, he has finally come to realize, both in his heart and by the factual evidence, which is the truck driver sharing as much as he would before he was killed, that she did not kill. She didn't mean to, at least. If she stabbed his brother, so the truck driver said the stabbing of him is not what killed him. And I'm like, then what? If it wasn't being hit by your truck or being stabbed by a knife, then what did kill him? So it's a that's the mystery.
Oh, mystery.
That's the mystery.
Oh,
Yeah.
show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to leave it to Karen to finish it out for us.
Yeah, I'll inexplicably keep watching.
Yay! You have a lot of people out there, though, who really enjoy it. So
maybe tell me if you like it for the same reasons I'm mentioning. So
Caitlin is one of them. Caitlin is all over this show.
Hey.
So, yeah. Caitlin's your girl, for sure. One that I am watching, but I am woefully behind on, and you said you're caught up on, is The Great Show. And that one's another one. It is so weird. It's clunky. I find it clunky, but it's enjoyable.
Well, I can't wait for you to get caught up because they there's now an entire abortion storyline.
The last one I watched was when he announced that he was against abortion, and his daughter was sick, like was nauseous. And I'm like, well, I guess he was pregnant.
Yes.
Like it took me like, it was like, it's not subtle at all.
It's not subtle at all. It's definitely clunky, but I don't think I've ever, in my limited watching of the past couple of years, I don't think I've ever seen another K-drama where they brought up abortion, and it is front and center, and they're strong voices on both sides. But it's really, I don't know, I kind of half watched it because I couldn't believe that they brought it up.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm not sure. So it went from the teenage, so he's anti-abortion.
Right. Well, I think it's more
For his
political career.
Political career. We don't actually know what he really thinks because everything he does is to get votes.
Yes.
The teenage daughter goes to the clinic to get an abortion. She's with Uni. She's with the Isun Bin, who is pro-choice.
Right.
And so they go to the abortion clinic, but then she doesn't get the abortion.
Right.
So now she wants to keep the baby. Her boyfriend, the baby daddy, who is like in idol training, says he'll stand by her. And Song Sung-hoon goes on the air on his new TV show to talk about what he wants. Like, he's completely using that. This is just all crazy. It's just crazy.
Is he actually publicizing this situation?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, this is what I wanted, but now I'm going to respect my teenage daughter. I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
Without
Is it
talking to her ahead of time about sharing that news with the entire
Well,
nation?
they have an understanding.
They have a contract.
Oh,
They have a
bring
contract.
the fake family.
He
Yes.
will be dad for all four of them.
and they will help him get elected.
So
it's just like,
super
I don't
clunky,
know.
but yeah. Oh, okay.
So I think we're heading into train wreck territory where
Yes.
I'll just keep watching because I want to know how this is going to careen off of the
well,
I know how you feel.
lane. I don't know.
and where are we? We're at 5 and 6.
That's the
16.
other thing. That's
So
the other thing.
I
Not even
feel
halfway
like
through.
Episode 6.
yeah. So I feel like kind of that train is like headed towards a brick wall where he's going to realize that playing this game is not. I mean, we all know where this is going to end up.
Yes.
He's going to actually care for the kids. He's
Yeah,
actually going to
yes.
adopt the children. He's going to actually get reelected. Like, we all know where this is
I
headed.
know.
But woo, it's clunky getting there.
Yes, because before the abortion issue came up, I thought, we'll get there. His heart will grow 3 sizes, and then
Right.
they delved into this territory, and we know that it's a conservative country, so
Absolutely.
I don't know.
But
what's gonna
I
happen.
apologize. I don't have all the details, but I know they either just legalized abortion in Korea or it's up for a vote. There is some legislation right now that's becoming a huge issue there, so I'm
Right.
not surprised that they're
addressing
they're
which is
addressing it.
topical.
fascinating
Yeah.
that they're addressing it because obviously there are, as there is in this country,
Right.
very loud voices and opinions. So
Right.
we'll see what I don't
So
know. We'll see what happens. This coming
I
week.
do
I'm-
applaud them for tackling it head on with
Yes.
all the different facets to the argument.
And I
or
think
the thing,
Isun
but-
Bin is our voice in
Yes,
this.
absolutely.
So we'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
Oh.
Interesting that the daughter made the Lady Edith choice. For Downton
Lady
Abbey. Were you guys Downton Abbey fans?
No.
Oh, I was
yeah,
until
she
they killed
didn't.
off Matthew, and then I was like, done.
Yeah,
Oh, so
first
you didn't-
season
Done.
out,
All right.
Yeah.
Like, bastards.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Any Downton Abbey fans will know
Okay.
what I mean.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna have to jump back in because I did enjoy it, but ooh, it's clunky.
Yeah.
All right. Wednesday, Thursday. When the Devil Calls Your Name. I'm seeing clips on Twitter that are intriguing me between Park Sung-woon and Kim Won-hae, and I'm like, do I jump back in or what's happening?
Well, Kim Won-hae is not God. He's a messenger of God.
Oh, okay.
But he
Gotcha.
is Park Sung-woon's father.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Messenger.
oh, that's a little disappointing.
This show, I love Jung Kyung-ho so much.
So much.
And I love the whole music setting, but I don't know what's happening.
Really?
The show is so confusing at this point, and there's so many characters and so many separate storylines that they're not coming together, and they're not moving things forward. And we did learn that Jung Kyung-ho sold his soul in order to save his son.
Well, how do you leave that out at the beginning of the show?
Not to have a brilliant music career and be a superstar.
That was the value add. That was the couple other things he got, because apparently when you sell your soul, you get like 3 or 4 items, right?
Oh,
but the
gotcha.
number one reason was to rescue his son, who was about to have heart surgery and was about to die because the doctor from America was going to miss his plane. But the devil could change that. So
he could.
But the thing is, he treats his son so badly, and he doesn't tell his son that he's his father.
Wait, real quick. Which one is his son?
The son is the puppy.
Yes, his assistant in the house.
No. The boy that has a crush on Isolde.
Oh, I think I stopped watching.
He came from Montenegro to become a pop star.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I stopped watching
he's
before he showed up. Okay.
He's a teenager. Or no, wait. He seems really young. She's 28, so I don't know how old he is, but he's very cute. He's adorable.
He's a perfect puppy.
So it's confusing at this point, and I don't know where anyone's going. And Jung Kyung-ho is doing the same, doing one thing, but then behaving another way to the person in front of him. It's just very, I don't know what's happening.
Okay. How are they going to wrap this up? Are there only 2 more hours left?
Yeah. You've only got...
No, I have not seen 13-14 because the subs were not out. Yes. So
that's also not a great sign.
I checked yesterday, and Viki, this was on Friday, Viki only had 13 at 30%, and 14 was not subbed at all.
I don't think we can credit the holiday with that.
No, so that's a bad sign. I know the ratings are tanking, so it's just...
Well, even the Twitter...
So that was through episode 12, so then 4 more from the point you're talking about.
Yes, yeah.
And even, Twitter...
Still, that sounds like a lot to get wrapped up.
But I don't know what's happening.
Right.
You're not sure what there is to wrap up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Oh, the devil calls
He's
your
still
name.
so, oh my God, when he puts on sunglasses.
Right?
He's such a good actor.
I'm so bummed out that I'm not watching it, but I'm so bummed out that they kind of wasted these two in such amazing character ideas.
I know.
I just feel like him as Park Sung-woon as a devil. Come on, the things you could do with that. And I just feel, I felt that in the first couple of episodes when I finally ended up dropping it. I'm like, you're not doing anything with him in this character.
I know. Are they doing a movie together now?
Yes, I think I did. Hopefully, I hope we don't have to wait too long. Okay. All right. Devil calls your name. I'm so bummed out. Come on now. And we're learning all sorts of things when we're watching Melo Suits Me, and we'll get to that about how this industry works. So, boo. Who are your assistant writers on this?
I know.
Right. All right, and then the one that I am unfortunately really behind, but I'm enjoying a lot from just the makjang aspect of it.
Yes.
Graceful Family,
right?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I jumped in on this one.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
It is such soapy goodness.
It's so much soapy goodness.
It's like makjang,
yeah.
The ultimate. It's so good.
It's just nuts. I love the fact that she's runs into, I've only gotten this far, where she ran her car into that guy's car so he could get all the compensation from her family.
You don't know why.
I love her techniques.
But I'm just a little bit further than that. So she's just gotten out of jail.
Oh, I haven't seen her go to jail yet.
You're all the way caught up, right?
Yes, because the reason she when she was striding through the hallway and she grabs someone's lunch, takes a bite of a sandwich and tosses it away. Yeah. It's because she has this syndrome, this syndrome where if she eats carbs or sugar, it converts to alcohol in her system. It's like a fermentation. It makes her drunk. Oh my God! That's used against her later. Oh my God!
That's so awesome.
I can't even tell you.
So
plot.
she wasn't lying when she said I was drunk.
No, she wasn't.
I was like, she just made that up. Oh my God!
No, it's hilarious.
That's
it's hilarious. I can't even tell you what's happening because it's here and it's there and it's here and it's this and it's twist. But let's just say she takes out that fish and it's glorious. The funeral is amazing. Oh, it's so good.
The mother-in-law. Not mother-in-law. Sorry. The
my God, that's right. The goldfish
who gets sashimi every morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sashimi for your pet fish.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's so kind of after a really long day, I come home and I'm like, I don't really have the mental power for a lot of the other shows, but I just need something to kind of just enjoy. And that's the one I turn on when I'm like, I can't. I don't have it. Graceful Family. God.
Yes.
And I just want to see what happens next.
It's just a nice, easy, that's insane, going to bed.
I know.
Kind of a show. So excellent. Okay, cool.
So great.
Oh, but Ricky Astorian?
Oh, what?
Thank you for everyone who reminded me that it's 40 episodes and not just not just 32, because it would have been over this week. And it's not. 2 more weeks. I'm so happy. It's just adorable. It is just, and this week I have to say, it was a little. We find out that he is. There is the prince. Our prince is going to have. It's this big event where they're now looking for applications for his bride. So there's going to be an arranged marriage, and he's in love with our girl RYUNG, and he doesn't want to have any of it, and he's just beside himself, and he goes and appeals to the dowager queen, and she's like, "Sorry, son. Enjoy your time with her, but it's not happening at all. Like this is not about love. This is about alliances and business and that kind of stuff. And he's a mess. And so unfortunately, poor RYUNG has to be the scribe in the dowager's in the queen mother's chamber as she's interviewing all of the potentials. And the poor thing is just falling out. Just the cruelty is horrible. And it's just. But they're separated, so they're both longing for each other. And RYUNG is finally starting to realize that this has to be the way it is, because there's just no way they can be together. And we find out that she is not her older brother's younger sister. She's actually the daughter of the Western doctor. And we're getting more of that backstory.
Oh, wow.
And we now know officially that our prince is actually one of the murdered older king's son. He's the first son there. And so that's why the dowager queen protects him all the time, because that must have been the deal she made to support his kingdom or his legacy, is to keep the young boy in the... Oh, it's getting juicy and tragic, and I love it so much. And then we've got Officer Min being Officer Min.
Great.
We don't deserve Officer Min, is really where I'm at. He is the best of us all. We find out that our Christian scribe was basically used their book, their tome of the record keeping against the crown prince, and used it against him to save all the Christians that were about to be beheaded because of the scandal that was happening. It's a big no-no in the scribe world. And so Officer Min basically sent a petition to the court and to have him removed. And everyone's like, Officer Min, not officially throwing eggs at him, but all the scribes were against him and yelling at him. And one of our guys was like, we all know Officer Min, this would not, there's a good reason. We know it's a good reason. And everyone's like, no, Officer Min, boo, boo, boo. Everyone's mad at him. And then we find out that Officer Min sent him away with money so that he could set up a new life.
Oh.
We don't deserve
you.
You,
got
Officer
Jenn.
Min.
You got
I
Jenn.
It's so good. And then at the end, our poor young prince goes and cries to RYUNG how much he loves her and that he needs her and that she's everything to him. And she's like, noble idiocy is my name. And she's like, I don't feel the same. She turns around.
She lies?
She turns around and walks away.
Oh.
And we have got so many tears
to do that.
And I'm not gonna lie though, it was really well done, because you were like, puppy, he just broke. You just saw him broke. So I love this show so much. It's so good. It's so good. I say it every week, but I'm gonna say it again. Binge it. So good. Everything is on Netflix.
Sounds like an
Do it.
excellent candidate for that.
Oh, it's so good. I love it so much. And then, God damn it, Justice.
No. What? Oh no. Oh.
The epitome of don't stick the ending. Did not stick the
But
ending.
it was the Hotel Del Luna ending, wasn't it? RYUNG comes back from the dead, but
or
you
was
don't
it a
know,
vision?
Was it a vision? You don't know.
Do we know?
Maybe
he killed himself.
Maybe he's not.
What is happening?
Reunited with RYUNG.
Right, but why would you never reunite with RYUNG and instead of your actual brother that you've been fighting for this whole shit
for 16 episodes?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Here's
my poor Nana just twiddling her thumbs afterwards.
Cleaning off a desk. And looking at a photo of her father.
Writers at the very end?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
These are my notes, but I can't even read them. I was so angry. I was just
Can I help?
nothing made sense.
The ending for our psychopath was really unsatisfying.
Really unsatisfying. He just fell to his knees and started cackling like the Joker. I'm like, what? No.
But we get a do-over because
yeah.
his name is Park Sung-hoon, and he's going to be the psychopath in The Psychopath Diary.
There we go. And, do what you're good at, man, because he was terrifying.
So good.
He was so good as a psycho. But here was my problem. He was probably my biggest complaint about the ending. So Hyung does all these god awful things. He basically hunts women that have no family or are really in bad straits, gets them into the agency so that he can then give them to our psycho guy, so he can then torture them just to keep everything, keep
all of the other,
keep the machinery going.
men in power, all the prostitution, all of that.
All this to just keep buying shares up of the company so that he can turn it over to his son, right? You know your son. Your son has really never been on board with the way you're doing this. And then when your son basically goes against you, you give him what he wants and lets him record you admitting to these murders, and then you go and here's my, just a side note.
What?
How do you get basically convicted in court and then are able to go to a faraway cabin and kill yourself?
I believe that.
What is that?
That is dramatic license.
Is that what that
Because
is?
normally they haul you off.
Haul you off.
prison.
Yeah.
No.
If you're awaiting sentencing, you'd at least be in a detention center.
At least in a
right?
detention center if you've been convicted
Based on
of
what we've
murdering numerous people. No.
Yes.
Hyung not only got out and was able to transfer a bunch of shares and funds to different various places, he was able to set up a drink with our main guy in a faraway cabin.
Far away.
I think, did it end up being the same cabin where they killed everybody in the beginning? Because it was, the beginning when he was walking down the street was the exact same street from the beginning, only it wasn't snowing.
I didn't notice that.
Justice, you were so close.
So close.
Wow.
So close.
I feel really bad for you both.
I just.
God.
So I guess we just have to wait for the next J. Hook revenge drama. Because that's really what he loves to do, and he's so good at it.
I know, because whoever told him to take this role or who helped him make the decision, I hope you're on board for the next one. Because, because he was not right for the last Empress.
He really wasn't. It made no sense.
No. So
this one was, it was so good. It was so good. Until it wasn't. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Arthdal Chronicles is back. And it is as much of a hot mess as it was when it left, in my opinion. What do you think?
In my opinion, there's kind of this odd simplicity to it. Like, I want power. I need power. You need to be my minion because I need power. And it's just, like, Kim Ok-bin, so just, and Jang Dong-gun also, just like, these characters are not really, I'm not finding them very interesting.
Oh my God,
they don't
exactly.
Do anything, except for Saya.
Saya is the most fascinating character there because he's wackadoodle, man.
Exactly.
Like, he has been holed up in a tower with just, like, military books.
Right.
He's been, like, he's basically been playing Risk with himself for, like, 20 years.
But then they just announced that, you know, Tagon has a son. And everyone's just like, oh, of course.
Oh, great, of course.
I'm like,
what, hasn't he been hidden in a tower?
Yeah, like, why have you been hiding? Oh, no.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
So I just, and things are happening. Oh, my God. The shows this weekend were so violent.
So violent. I've only
gotten
gotten through, what did we have this week? We had 13, 14.
Factions.
I got all, no, not really.
No, it's Tagon taking everybody out.
Everybody out.
Everybody. So brutal.
Even though he's a sensitive soul and never wanted to hurt anyone. Shut up.
It was a beautiful moment between him and Kim Ok-bin when they realized they had both dispatched, I don't know, dozens of people and found each other covered in blood.
Covered in blood. But it was just like,
that's sexy.
It's like, wait a minute, time out. So you don't want to kill anybody, and you are really upset that you had to kill your friends because they found out you had purple blood, but you're completely okay with wiping out an entire race of people, even though they're your mother's people. It was,
and the leaders of all of these tribes, and somehow think that, oh, we just need to instill fear in all these people. I don't know. It's just not really, the strategy is not working.
Strategy is not working. And I don't feel like they've set it up well. No. It's just, and here's my thing. Everyone was like, it's like Game of Thrones. I was say Gone with the Wind.
Oh, wait.
It's like Game of Thrones. At first I was like, no, but now I'm like, absolutely, because you've got this faction where you tell me a story about them for 20 minutes, and then we move to a completely different side of the world that we've set up that has nothing to do with this. And then I'm not invested in any of it.
I know. And we're heading into the final 4 episodes, and it's only now that the 3 of them are going to and I'm not even sure when they're going to find each other.
Right?
Because they're getting closer, but it's like, Isn't that the story
Right?
of the three of them?
The three of them born on the same night under the same moon.
20
That
moons, 20 years ago.
I mean,
It's like,
this,
how it all started out, right?
and then you've got these two Neanderthals that are just wandering
Wandering
around, just the two of them.
Seems to have a lot of information,
Yeah.
but God forbid they give it to
us
anybody.
any. And they even find our boy Esam in the forest, and they
it's
sniff
like,
him, and
goodbye.
they know who he
Yinsam.
is.
I know.
And they're like, Godspeed,
Yeah.
walking off. Like, what? Like, maybe
Slowly.
help the poor guy out. It's just like, what is him? I don't get it.
I know. And Kim Ji-won, oh my God. It's like, she's still so innocent. And it's like, you don't tell the people you're battling against your plan. It's like,
It's
this is
just
not.
I will say this though, going back
like a hot mess.
to what you said about it being simple. I can't believe these words are about to come out of my mouth. It'd be a really easy binge watch though. If you're just looking for something different and you just want something to like wash over you and you don't need to get really horribly invested.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it looks
it
gorgeous.
looks gorgeous.
Although,
Don't
a
even
bit of a quibble.
Don't even get me started on the wardrobe. I mean,
wardrobe makes no sense. There's
just-
a lot of, I mean,
there's sequins.
there's sequins
How do they-
and there's
and
so much
applique.
silk and there's so many darts and like fit. It just
Right?
doesn't.
It's
And
just
so much white.
Sequins,
so
huh?
much white. Sequins and appliques.
Appliques,
Like-
and just like jewelry, like fine dot, like on,
And like the dangling like rhinestone. It's weird.
You're trying to get some
Weird.
product placement in there? or
No,
something? Or
because
what?
it's not. It's you can't because nobody knows what it is. It's just it looks. God bless. I understand how
Sequins.
hard it is to wardrobe an entire cast this large. I do,
Yes.
and I'm not belittling those that have worked really
No.
hard on this show. But it looks. It just looks out of place.
It does look.
That sounds like a crafting workshop or something.
Yeah. It's just it's just really interesting. And at one point, Sung Joong Ki, as he was running around the countryside, now mind you, he'd been a slave in a pit for
Yes.
I don't know, like at least a month. Let's just be generous. A month.
A while.
He gets out of the pit, and at no point, unless he stole these boots, that in the melee that occurred while they were fighting for their lives to get out of said slave pit, he suddenly has leather with rubber-soled boots on. Where did they come from?
I don't know.
Maybe he made them.
There's no way he's in a pit. It can't happen.
Really quickly. When
Did
got
he
out.
take them off the guy who died?
That's what I'm saying. He might have. Maybe that's what it was. But where was?
But maybe they should have showed that.
Yeah. There's just a
shown.
lot of things where I'm just like I don't get it. I don't
Yeah.
understand it. Our favorite CEO who didn't actually die. He didn't die. He was being saved by the doctor. And we haven't seen him in
he's
episodes.
long gone.
Like, did he die?
Long gone.
Was anyone going to announce that he's? I just have so many issues with this show, and I know that so many people are enjoying it, and I'm so sorry.
I know.
But
Are we nitpicking it too much?
maybe that's what it
Maybe
is.
that's what it
Maybe
is.
we're nitpicking.
We just need to just watch.
Let it watch. Just let it wash
Maybe
over
that's
us.
what we need to do.
I mean, there are certain parts of it that I'm like, I want more information.
know.
I want more information on this MoMA tribe. Like the MoMA
yes.
tribe is badass, and that girl, like that woman, like
she's
calling shit
so
down.
good.
Oh,
Yes,
she's so
and then the
amazing.
knife and
She's
the-
like,
it's
hey,
good.
we will make a vow, and they all slide their hands down their
and
huge
the
like
blood
battle axes.
dripping.
It's
Oh,
amazing,
so
right?
good.
So cool.
I mean, clearly we want to love it.
Yes.
So I don't know. Maybe
don't
we
know.
need a
Then
different
I think
approach.
you're not nitpicking too much.
Okay.
As someone
don't
sitting
know.
on the sidelines listening to this, it does sound like
I
a
mean,
hot mess.
I do. I want to
It
love it.
sounds like the production investment is there.
Oh, it
so
is. Absolutely.
Why not the
Absolutely.
story investment
I
as
will
well?
say this. This was one of my biggest concerns going into it, that I was not going to be able to see Sung Joong Ki and Kim Ji-won as anything other than their Descendants of the Sun characters, and I wasn't going to be able to I totally forget about it.
Oh.
They're doing an
completely.
amazing job with
Completely.
what they're given. He, as much as he may not be my favorite actor out there, he's doing an amazing
my
job with the
goodness.
dual
The
roles.
two characters.
He's
so
just
good.
doing so good because they're so different.
Yes.
They're so
are.
different. Saya's my favorite though,
Oh.
hands
Oh
down.
my God. Yeah.
Just
Oh yeah.
nuts.
That glint in his eye.
Oh, when he gets excited about people being like slaughtered, he's just like, yeah.
cackling.
You're just like,
it's
oh,
good.
dear Lord.
So good.
That is amazing. All right,
do love
Arthdal Chronicles. We're with you too. We're with you to the end.
Oh yeah.
But we may complain the whole way. Done. All right. And one that, good Lord. We all know that I'm not much of a crier, but Melo Suits Me broke me this week.
What? Really? Okay. So I'm, let's see, we're 11 and 12, and I'm only about through 6.5.
She
So,
Unjung.
so I got a lot of catching up to do, it sounds like.
Oh, she broke me. She.
Oh, our documentary.
Yes.
Oh, John Yunbin is her.
Yeah.
The actress's name.
Yeah.
I
Jung, the character. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was so heartbreaking.
It was.
But how they came together. Oh, it was the best.
It was just.
That's a family.
Oh yeah.
That's
you have found family.
Family.
So amazing.
So good.
It's so good.
So good.
And here's my other thing. I mean, I know that she's grieving over her dead boyfriend, but the fact that Sun's so cute is gonna get her over it makes me so happy. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
He's doing more than one episode, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, thank God. Because I was like, is this just a...
I need to really catch up now.
He showed up and everyone lost their shit.
I know, he was such an asshole.
Because he was such an asshole. And everyone was like, there's no way he can only be in one episode. And the director came out and was like, no, he's in every episode.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Because I looked on Asian Wiki, I think, and it just said one episode. I'm like, wait, what? What?
No. He wasn't in, what episodes are we on? We're on 11 and 12. He wasn't in 11, but he's in 12. He shows back up in 12. So I think he's going to be part of her, like, recovery.
I love that.
I'm so happy.
Oh,
I'm so happy. I mean, I know that there's a lot of really good story there about getting over and grief and all of that, but I'm so happy that she might find happiness by the end of this show.
Good.
Sun's
I
so
would want
cute.
that for her as well.
Oh my God.
But we were talking about all the navel gazing last week.
And that's
2 weeks
kind of the
ago.
point where I finally gotten to that point, and so I'm kind of like, I'm in no hurry to find out what happens. I mean, now that you're telling me some things that are coming, I'm like, oh, all right, maybe I'll, muddle through, but it's kind of like,
Well, I have to say, I watched on a Sunday morning. It's like I had just woken up. I had my coffee. I was like really like relaxed.
Perfect time for navel gazing.
Yes, I totally. Because also you had warned me, but I totally enjoyed it, and because I do like a lot of verbal, banter, verbal banter. Sorry, I do like a lot of bantering between characters, and it's just that if I on a Wednesday night and it's the middle of the week and work is hard and I'm tired, that's not the right time for me to watch this show. So I think there's definitely like strategic timing, and that show was just so enjoyable this week or the last 2 weeks.
and that's interesting that you say that, because usually when I'm catching up is weekend afternoons.
There you go.
Oh,
So-
see?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll probably enjoy it then. That's good.
I mean, I feel like it's, what did I write down? I said it's a part story, part self-commentary about the show. Like the show is telling you what it is as it's going, and I really applaud the creators for
the writer is
Taking
amazing.
that chance.
He's done an amazing
So
job
good.
with it. I do have this small quibble.
What?
Do tell.
Is anyone else, and I love him, and what's his name?
Do I have?
An Jae-hyung.
Yeah.
Amazing actor. I love him so
fun.
much.
Yeah.
I do not, the chemistry with him and our lead, Chun-Woo-hee, is just, I accept it because I know that that's what it is. But I think she has more chemistry with the ex-boyfriend. I'm not, it's my least favorite storyline
Oh, okay.
of all the storylines
Yeah.
we're getting. It's my least favorite. It's not like I actively dislike it, but I do sometimes, I'm like, can we get back to my PPL couple? Because I need to know more about, what's happening over
do
there,
like
and
them.
with the ex-girlfriend and the girlfriend.
Oh,
and that kind
yes,
of stuff.
yes. I
And,
do like that storyline.
And so, and I even like even our actress and her manager.
I love.
Can we also
great.
just applaud the show for actual real kissing in
hooray.
real moments? Because it's
Yay.
not just a hug.
I know.
It's
Or a still kiss with a 180 pan.
it's just it's so realistic and so good. So yeah, that's my only quibble. Like I like them a lot, and I like what we're learning about each of them, but they're probably my least favorite storyline.
I wish I knew some more of the insider jokes, because they dropped Extreme Job. They dropped like a Reply 1988, I think that Jae-hyung was in.
Yeah.
So I know there's so many more, and I wish I knew them, because they're definitely clever and fun.
Oh, they're really clever.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Like I think when back to what you had said, like even like the first weeks, like we knew Korean. I think this would be we'd
be getting a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
inside fun
I
stuff.
really, really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna that whole. I have to just say
I'll
this
stay
because I
on
wrote
board.
it down. The whole breakup scene with Gong-myung and his girlfriend.
Oh, was it a knockdown dragout?
No, it
Oh, or
was
was it
just. It was every it was just every painful breakup. It's that breakup that you know has to happen, but neither one of you wants to say that it has to happen
over and over again, or you've been
you're just kind of coasting for a while, and you both know you're miserable, and you both know, but you can't officially say it, and it was literally like 10 minutes.
It's kind of like you do it. What do you want?
And a lot of silence, and it was just really, really well done. It was so real.
Yeah.
It was almost too real.
Yeah.
You were just kind of like, oof, God, just someone say it. Like, just get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off, please.
But it was really how those conversations go.
Yeah.
So,
It was really well done. The show was just so well done. Yeah.
Good.
Anyway, I love it.
with it.
Excellent. And just a quick shout out for Strangers from Hell. We haven't gotten to it yet, but we are.
Ooh.
We're
Now
gonna
that it's
binge
finally available.
Yes,
On
demand Korea. Thank you.
Yes.
Yay. We went to the movies this weekend.
Yes.
Yay.
What did you see?
We originally tried to see The Bad Guys. Alas,
CGV. A little delayed on the English subs, but we will be back.
but we're coming back. It's happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
So instead,
We saw Exit.
Hooray!
with
Finally.
Cho Jung-suk and
Jung-suk.
Yuna.
Yeah.
It was
so
much fun.
It's
so
so
much fun.
so much fun.
So much fun.
Super stressful
Yes.
because
Why?
it's this. What I think is hilarious. My favorite part about the whole movie is the setup is absurd.
I know.
Oh, because it's like this life-threatening
It's a
disease.
toxic gas.
Oh, a toxic
from
gas.
nowhere. There's
Yes.
no setup for it, really. Just some random dude drives his car through, drives
He had
his
a
huge
grudge.
truck into a garage in
Truck of
Seoul,
Doom.
and then not even Truck of Doom. It just parks it and releases the poison
gas that
And
he's
that's
been
it.
working on because he had a problem with his company. But that's such a side story. The story is
That's
Cho
hilarious.
Jung-suk and Yuna were rock climbing buddies, and a romance that didn't happen. But he is so freaking hilarious.
And I think I said this when we were done. No, I don't think there's another actor out there who could have pulled it off and
No.
made it as enjoyable because Cho Jung-suk has that. He's got that weird. He walks that line between goofy and serious so well.
And he's totally showing off,
Yes.
but then he's vulnerable, but then he's petulant. And he's so
just-
good.
yeah,
And clearly they worked so hard. The two
So
of them
hard.
physically. Oh my God, it was amazing.
it was crazy.
It was so good.
It was so good. Highly, highly recommend it.
Yes.
And the best part about this, you can watch it today if you want to on demand Korea.
It's available.
On demand Korea, I think, is becoming our new BFF as far as watching, especially movies.
Movies, yeah.
They are definitely getting on it. And
That's
I'm
so
actually
great.
going to throw this out live on camera. See if anyone's into it.
Huh?
They have Divine Fury, guys, subbed. I'm thinking maybe we do a Halloween special and we watch it live with y'all.
What do you think?
Come on, it's Park Seo-joon.
Oh, my
You can do it, Karen.
Karen will
You
be
can do
like
it for
this
Park
the whole time.
Seo-joon. What do you think? All right, let us know what you guys
Yeah.
think about that. All right?
I'll be like, tell me when his shirt's off.
Right? Karen, he's with a demon, but his shirt's off. Okay.
All right, I can power through it. I can do this. Talk me through it.
All right, so you
All
guys
right.
let us know what you think about all of that. And until then, we are the K3. I'm Jen.
I'm Karen.
I'm Marisa. You want to know what we were looking forward to seeing in September because we are almost at the end of the month and there are a whole bunch of new shows coming up.
Right.
Check right here for our September. Can't wait to watch.
Yeah. See you next week. Bye.